welcome to Some Good Tea, where we drink some tea and share some tea. I'm your host, Katie, and tonight I'm being joined by Erin. We will be discussing spiders and creepy crawlies. As we are discussing these spine-tingling, skin-crawling stories, we are enjoying a delicious cup of Spice Dragon Red Chai by Stash. Hopefully these stories aren't too creepy for you as we share some of the grossest, crawliest, nasty stories of how these bugs have wormed their way into our childhoods and adulthoods throughout the years. So pour yourself a cup, get cozy, and definitely leave the lights on during this episode. Let's jump on in. Today, we're going to be talking about creepy crawly bugs and spiders as per the theme. And you got to pick our tea for today. We're enjoying Spice Dragon Red Chai. It's perfect. It's kind of a cold, blustery fall day coming into the spooky season. So this is a perfect tea for today's episode. Yeah, nice.
I'm gonna take my first sip because I've been dying to try there to drink it.
Yeah, it's nice and warm and cozy. This is one of my favorite teas. Isn't it nice?
It's so good. Just like the cinnamon and everything.
Yeah. It's not a super, super strong chai tea. Some chai tea is like hits you really hard with the spices. This one is just like really nice and warm and cozy. Yeah, like perfect for a cold, blustery day. Yeah. But like I said, we're talking about creepy crawly bugs and spiders and all the
I'm already creeped out.
critters. We like to associate them with this kind of a spooky season, so I thought it was a perfect topic for today. Do you want to roll the dice first?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Awesome.
My custom dice that match my teacup, which I love.
They're so pretty.
All right, first roll, 17.
17. Ooh. Some bugs are scary, some are just kind of gross and weird. What is a bug that you don't like? Not because it's freaky or creepy, but just because it's nasty or annoying.
Oh, trying to think about all the bugs I've ever encountered. Because it's nasty or gross.
Or yeah, just like annoying.
Just like annoying.
Yeah, because like I think of like some bugs, like a mosquito or whatever. Like everybody, I think across the board
Hates mosquitoes.
hates mosquitoes. Like I think unless you study mosquitoes, I think you probably still dislike them because of all the bad things they cause. But you study them, so you're like, ooh, it's fascinating. But those people aside, I think we could probably safely say most everybody doesn't like mosquitoes because they bite you, or like ticks. We probably pretty much everybody probably dislikes ticks unless you study them. But then the same thing applies probably. But like this is a bug. The bug that I want from you is a bug that's just like it just annoys you or it's just nasty and for no good reason. You just don't like it.
I can think of one. I'm pretty sure this is a bug. Moths.
Moths? Oh,
Moths.
okay.
I ever since I was a child, like, if you've ever had a moth on your hand and they leave behind like that weird residue on your fingers,
Oh, like the dust?
like the dust stuff, yeah. And I don't know, they've always grossed me out.
Moths?
Moths,
Okay.
dude, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I have it didn't happen to me, but it like has scarred me for life and it scared me
What?
forever more about them. There was one time I was camping and we were with a group of girls for an activity. It was kind of a couple, like a 4 day long thing.
Uh-huh.
And one of the girls got a moth stuck in her ear while she was sleeping.
What?
Yeah.
Like
And she's
it
like,
must have been tiny.
I don't know, but they had to like, because we were up in the mountains, like, and there was no cell service where we were at.
Oh
So
my
they had to like
gosh.
she couldn't get it out, and like they tried using like tweezers and stuff like
Well,
that.
yeah.
They couldn't get it out, and
Ooh.
she could like feel it crawling around in there.
Ew, ew,
Yeah,
ew,
yeah. So
ew.
they had to drive all the way down back to the valley, and I'm pretty sure there wasn't really a doctor's office there, or an ER, or even an Instacare, because like
Where were
Fairview
like
is out in the middle of
oh
nowhere.
my gosh.
So
All
they had to
because of
drive
a
back.
bug?
Yeah, they had to drive back
Like into the
um
city. You
into
had
the
to
city.
like
Yeah.
how many hours was this that you
It
had
wasn't
to
a very like it was like it was up a canyon and then up a canyon and then a different canyon. So it was like up and then it was
Oh
probably only
wow.
like an hour drive back to like the small town and then another hour back to like the city. So 2 hours total. So yeah,
That's
quite a long time.
still like yeah. In the middle of the night, you that with a bug in your ear. Oh,
Well, she woke up and she felt something in her ear. It had been in
ew,
there
no.
like probably all night.
That's awful.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't. I cannot. Ugh. Nope.
Gosh, now I'm thinking of all these other bugs that I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? I don't like that one either. I don't like
This
that one
is this
either.
is why this is a topic. This is why we're talking about this. Oh my gosh.
Yes,
I
ever
feel
since
like that's a valid reason to dislike for her, for sure. If
for
she
her,
went
sure,
on
but like as
to
like
dislike
her
moths,
friend witnessing
you
that, I was
saw
like,
that.
oh hell no.
Not today, Satan.
Yeah, not today,
Oh
Satan.
my gosh.
So yeah, I just think
I
they're really gross and they fly
oh
right next. I don't like flying things near my face. And I don't think anybody does.
well yeah,
Like
like the
moths,
erratic movement. Yeah.
especially, I'm just like, oh, ugh. Like, get thee hence, Satan.
That's so funny. See, like to me, moths don't really bother me, but I've never had that level of trauma from a moth.
And it wasn't even to me, it was to a friend, but I was like,
Yeah, but if you'd witnessed, like if I had witnessed something like that, especially to that extent, I think if you'd been able to get it out, while you were still camping, and it wasn't this huge ordeal, it would have probably not been quite as like, oh my gosh.
mm-hmm.
Uh, but like, and if it had been any bug, right? I think we always think of, because like earwigs, people are, I don't know,
That
your
was my other
your
choice.
friends, yeah,
Earwigs.
because your friends always tell you, at least we would always tell each other, like, oh yeah, they're called that because they crawl in your ears, you know. I've never seen that happen. I don't,
I had one crawling on my face during the middle of the night
ooh,
camping. Yeah.
gross. Yeah, see, like it's just like the idea of a bug crawling on you is just like, ooh, gross. But any bug crawling on me without my consent is like, ew, ew, gross.
Yeah.
Like, please don't crawl on me. Uh, but I've never had a moth. Like that must have been the tiniest, like how
I don't
tiny
know how big it
it
was.
had to have been so
Had to
small
have been
because
pretty
their
small.
wings are poofy. Uh, so it had to have been so tiny. But yeah, I think if I had witnessed that, I would have been like, oh, okay, that's gross. Um, but I've never had something like that negative. I've definitely had the like annoying, any kind of bug in your face is like
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
I've always thought, moths are really pretty. There are the big, beautiful moths that go up against like the trees that have their wings so that they can
On the don't aren't they the
camouflage.
ones that have the patterns on their wings?
Yeah, they
Yeah, those ones.
camouflage.
I've had a giant one fly at my face too.
See, like I haven't had those kinds of
I just have all the
experiences.
worst experiences
They're
with
just
bugs
all trying to
apparently.
attack you, I guess. They can sense. Maybe you look too much like a tree, I don't know. Or you're
Maybe I
too
look like a
you're
moth.
or like they fly at lights. Maybe your skin is shiny,
I'm
I
just
don't know.
glowing.
You're
I'm
just
glowing. I'm
glowing.
radiant.
You really need to tone down your skincare
That
routine.
radioactive glow. Goodness.
Something. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I've been out in the woods, during the day where you see those really big ones up against a
Hmm.
cabin or a tree,
Yeah. Yeah.
and definitely admired those really, really big ones or the hummingbird moths.
Hmm.
The ones that look like a hummingbird. Those ones are so cool.
Yeah.
Um
That's yeah, it's so cool.
I see I like them. I wouldn't probably like them if they flew at me, but like
Yeah.
I've never liked anything that like just dive bombs me.
Yeah.
But I've never been bothered by moths. I've never tried to pick up a moth, but they're delicate. I don't want to, it's like a butterfly. If you damage their wings, they're
They're
toast.
they're toast, yeah.
Yeah, so I admire them, so I don't want to mush anything. But
Mhm.
that would be distressing. That moth must have been so small
It
to f
probably was.
yeah, 2 hours just to
Yep.
find somebody to go and
Go and pluck it out.
get.
Yep.
That's awful. That poor girl. Like,
She was
ugh.
traumatized.
Yeah, she must have been bawling her eyes out. That would have
She
been.
was pretty like stoic like from the beginning. Like she was definitely like freaked out, but
Yeah.
like it was,
I
but then
think if I,
afterwards she came back and she like kept earplugs in her ears and like
yeah. Yeah, I would probably sleep. Like I don't like having pressure of feeling, those foam earplugs in my
yeah.
ears, but I probably would after that kind of experience for the rest of my life sleep with earplugs in my
Mm.
ears.
Oh yeah.
I don't care what kind of headache it would cause. It's like never again.
At
Oh
least while
gosh.
camping.
Well, yeah, for sure. For sure. Gosh. That's awful. Um What a great first question to scar everyone with. Dang. My answer to this question is not scary at all. I have no good reason to dislike this bug, and I've found out more about it recently and still have no good reason to dislike this bug. I just really dislike box elder beetles.
Oh, I those are awful.
Yeah, but
They're
like,
annoying.
but here's the thing. I've never understood why they annoy me. So like, I just
Just their existence.
yes, and I feel like such a bad person because I've recently learned more about them because I was having a conversation with someone about them because we got to talking about bugs, as you do, because I was putting up my Halloween decorations and I was noticing the box elder bugs. They were like, there was maybe like 3 or 4 on the side of my house as I'm putting up the spider webs.
Mhm.
I was just like, ugh, gross. There's a box elder bug. I'm like, ugh, I hate them. And just thinking about like why? Like why do I hate these bugs? Like why do they gross me out? They just exist. Like they literally just exist. Like I'll see them and I'll just be like, ew. I've literally never seen them do anything except for like crawl on things
Mhm.
and be there and they'll be there like it's usually this time of year I'll notice them or like in the spring I'll like notice them. So I was talking to this other girl and she was like, "Yeah, you know what? Me too. I've noticed like box elder bugs and they just exist and they gross me out." And so we were like looking up information about like what's up with box elder bugs. So, they go to the sides of houses or they usually are going to the sides of trees to like get warm and
Mhm.
to hibernate in the winter. And because of all the sides of them stay warm
Yeah,
in the
stay
wintertime. So
warm.
it's like, oh,
Mhm.
that makes sense. And if there's a big swarm of them, there can be like a lot. So it's like, okay, I've never seen that. That would be awful. But they are literally just trying to find a warm patch to stay warm, uh, for the winter time. So that made me feel bad because I was like, oh, that little guy's just trying to not freeze to death. Because apparently they don't die off. They can live
I didn't
multiple
know that.
seasons. Yeah, they could like live multiple seasons if they don't freeze to death and they'll hibernate. And they can cause damage to trees because they'll nibble, you
I
know,
knew that. The
yeah.
leaves, yeah.
They can nibble the leaves, but they'll also eat like they just eat like seeds and stuff. Like they're not
Yeah.
predatorial or
Yeah.
anything. Like they're just living their best lives, and I just hate
They're
them.
just trying to survive and we're here hating on
They're
them.
like I literally see them and I'm like, ugh, gross. It makes no sense. And I felt as I learned more about these guys, I was like, oh man, I feel bad. But granted, I've never seen like a bunch of them on the side of a building or something. So, yeah.
I have.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
It's kind of gross when they swarm like
When
that.
they congregate, but they're
Yeah.
literally just trying to stay
They're just
warm.
trying to, yep.
They're trying to stay warm, and that made me feel so bad when I found that out. I didn't know they could live for like multiple seasons if they survive the winter. And so
Mhm.
then I was like, "Ah, man, I'm a bad person. I'm hating on these little guys that are just trying to survive."
Yeah. I mean, that's what all bugs are doing, though,
I
if you
mean,
think about it.
yeah, like if you think about it, but
They
they're
all do
very,
what they do to
yeah.
survive. And like growing up, we had cherry trees and
Hmm.
we always found the little worms inside the cherries.
Oh, I hate those. Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
those
you
are
gotta
gross too.
spray. Yeah, you gotta spray
Yeah.
for those.
Yeah. But like kind of
Ugh.
the same thing. It's like they live because that's what they eat, and they're trying to live, but then they're
Yeah.
so gross. So
I
it's
think
like
the
we hate
one
them.
Yeah, the ones that are harmful to people or that get in your food or that type of thing or cause disease, then it's like, okay, I feel like there's a valid reason to dislike you.
Hmm.
Like ticks or mosquitoes.
Yeah.
But like a box elder bug that's literally just trying to find a patch of a building to stay warm. He can have a patch of the side of my house. Like that's fine. Like
You just stay over there where you
yeah,
belong.
you can be a little box elder bug on the side of my house. Like now I feel like the bad person. Like you're not it's not like he's eating my house. Like and it eats seeds that I don't eat. Like yeah. That when I was learning about that, then I was like, "Oh, you're very benign for the most part." Like, okay. I have no reason to be grossed out by this bug. But I don't know why I am. Like, it's very visceral. Like, I'll see it and I'll just be like, ew. But I just, yeah, that made
Is
me
it
feel bad.
something to do with like the color? Because I know that they're kind
I,
of like a reddish
they have
orange.
this like reddish orange and like they have kind of like a little stripy stripe. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. I've literally always, it's kind of like the same like ick that you get if you see like a roach.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe it's their shape or something that my brain like associates it. But yeah, but I didn't know these things about their biology that they eat seeds and they hibernate and yeah, they're pretty benign, so I should stop hating on them. I've never been attacked by box elder bugs also.
That's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway, there's my confession. I should stop hating on them. I'll roll the dice. We'll see what else we can learn about gross bugs. One. Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, I just rolled a one.
great. Good thing we're
Cool.
not playing D&D.
Yeah. Yeah. So question number one, the largest spider I've ever had to defend myself from. Yep.
Gagging off
I
here, over here off camera.
yeah. I don't know if I've ever told this story on the podcast before. So once upon a time, I was in Florida. Um, and I was staying at this cute little house, this little Airbnb. And I was there for it was like 4 days. And on the evening of the second day, I got home from my thing, you know. And it's Florida, it's humid, So I come back from my adventuring during the day, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to take a shower, I'm going to wind down, I'm going to do my thing. And the setup of this little like tiny home was that you'd walk in and there was the like kitchen, and there was the like it was kind of almost like a studio where it was like kitchen, living room slash bedroom. Then you
Hmm.
went down this teeny little hall uh that was then the bathroom.
Hmm.
And as you walked in, the shower was like around the wall. So
Hmm.
you had this like little wall partition. The sink was right in front. And so you had to kind of come around this wall to, turn on the shower.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
you do the thing that you do. I was like, oh, I'm gonna take a shower. So I walked in and I went to turn on the shower. Yep. You see where this is going.
Oh no.
You can't see. You cannot see what's in the shower unless you like come around that partition and look. And so I had like reached
Oh,
around to turn
no.
on the shower to warm up the water
Yeah.
because I like to, like most girls, take a shower that's approximately the same temperature as the sun. So I was like, I gotta warm up the water. So I was gonna warm up the water and get all the potions and stuff for my hair and stuff. So like reached around to like turn on the water and get all my things ready. And as I reached around, I looked at the same time and I made eye contact with a spider that was at the same level as my head on the wall, and it was the size of my hand.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
I had been staying at this place for about 24 to 48 hours. I had already been there and I had taken a shower and I had not seen this spider before.
Oh my
This
god.
was a new resident of this house, as was I. I don't know
It's
how
like,
long,
oh, hey, you taking a shower too?
apparently. So I'm like frozen. I'm like, it can't see me if I don't move.
It's probably thinking the same thing.
Because my hand is like right above this spider.
Yeah.
And it's looking at me and I'm looking at it. And it's just like I'm not a resident of Florida. I've never seen this kind of spider before. It is so big. And I'm just like going through all the options, right? Option number one, run and never look back. Like option number two,
Burn the Airbnb
yeah,
down.
burn the house down. Burn the house down, collect the insurance money, tell them there was a murderer. There was an axe murderer. I was like, okay, I know for a fact there's a hotel about 30 minutes away.
Ready to check out because of the spider.
If I'm super
He's out,
broke.
Boy Scout.
I'm super broke, but I think I could justify paying for a second place to stay for this trip. I think I could justify it. But like this spider's like right there. It's like right there. I have to get my stuff. I have to get out of here. This is not a safe situation. This spider was so big. And like then the option was because it was like, okay, I know there's a broom, it's in the kitchen, but that's in the kitchen. It's down the hall, it's around the thing, it's back. I know there's the like rule of if you take your eyes off the spider, it's just gonna be gone.
It's gone.
It's
It's
gonna be
always freaking happens.
yeah, and that was the next thing I thought of is like if I go to get the broom, the spider's gonna be gone, and then
Mhm.
I'm going to be in this murder house with a murder spider, and I'm not gonna know where it is, and it's gonna crawl on my face in the middle of the night, right? That situation. So it's like my only option is to kill it now, but with what? Because like I didn't have my shoes on because I take my shoes off when I come in
Yeah,
the
you
house.
get in the shower. Yeah, you don't have your clothes on your body.
Well, I was still fully clothed because
Oh, okay.
the first thing I was gonna do is turn on
Oh,
the
gotcha. Gotcha.
shower. I'm fully clothed. I don't have my shoes on. I took them off. They're by the front door, which is down the hall. I'm unarmed. I have nothing. I have nothing. This was a very big bad. I'm not hitting this thing with my hand. You have to understand. It was the size
It was
of
the
my
size of your
it was
hand.
the size of
Yeah.
my hand. I don't know what kind of weapons it has in its pockets. I don't know what it could
Got
do.
a couple switchblades,
I don't know if it has a
tomahawk,
Glock.
you know.
Like I don't know. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna run at Mach 20 to the kitchen and get the broom. And if it's gone, if I can't see the spider anymore, then that means I have to leave. Then the decision is made
Yeah.
for me. I have to leave. I have to pack, and I'm going down the street. I'm just gonna pay for a hotel, and that's the fates have decided.
The fates have decided. And what I'll do is once I get to the hotel, I'm going to methodically go through all of my stuff to make sure there isn't more
More.
spiders
Uh-huh.
or the spider hasn't somehow clung on to my bag and just been like, I'm coming with you, you little mother effer. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, this all went through my brain in like 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm like, right? Just frozen. I don't know what was going through the spider's brain. So I run down the hall, grab the broom, come back. The spider had moved up the shower wall. So
Oh,
it's still there. It has just gone like up. So it's higher up.
yeah.
So and this is like a little bathroom, I had backed all the way into the corner so that I can use the broom as far away from the spider as possible.
It's like Psycho up in here, but again with a spider.
Well, it just, I don't want to be close to this thing because I'm like, what if it jumps? What if it scurries? I don't want to be close to this thing
Right.
when I start going reet, reet, reet with the broom. Because I know that this stuff's about to get real. Stuff's already too real. I did not sign up for this. I didn't want to be in a war zone. So I back into the corner, like by the toilet. I've already done a quote unquote sweep to make sure there aren't any others really quick. Now that I've seen the spider again and made sure, like, okay, it's still there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, turd biscuit. So, I don't know how the owners didn't like hear. Maybe they did, because they had the like tiny
Just
house.
screaming. Ah!
Oh, it was loud. It was loud. There was a lot and a lot of like the bam, 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 you know? Basically, what ended up happening, I did hit that sucker multiple times, but
I was gonna say that's a big spider though.
he kept on keeping on. And
Not dead yet.
that guy was so fast, Erin. I was just like, I'm losing this battle. I'm losing this battle. I don't know how, but I'm losing. And the spider ended up getting down to the floor, scurrying around, which was awful because I was like, don't you dare come near me. Like, oh my gosh, it was awful. It lost one leg. That was the only damage it took. It lost one leg. And then it ended up scurrying under, I don't know how this massive spider did this, but it ended up scurrying underneath the bathroom sink. It had this like tiny, tiny little seam that was underneath the
Oh,
sink. Yeah, it went underneath, and I was like, oh no, you don't. But I opened it up, and there wasn't, there was like the cupboard that was like lifted. So the
yeah.
space it went under, you couldn't get to.
Yeah, yeah.
So it went under, and it was just gone. So I was like, this is not good.
You're like, great. This thing is still alive and it's hiding.
And now it's got a vendetta against me.
It lost a
So
leg.
it lost a leg. It lost a leg. It was still twitching on the bathroom floor. It was, oh, I can't even, like, yep, it was bad. It was really, really bad. So I was like, okay. I have one other technique for killing spiders when you can't smush, and that's to gas them out. So I was like, where's a cleaner? Where is a cleaner?
Yeah, I was gonna say I would get like the bleach out or something
Yeah,
and
I
just
need
spray
some
that
kind
whole.
of cleaner that I can just like gas this sucker.
Yeah, yeah.
So I found a like spray cleaner that I literally emptied the whole thing underneath that sink. I just soaked it. I was like, I don't even care if there's damage to the stupid sink thing. I don't even care. I'm not getting murdered in my sleep by this zombie spider that I just
By
created.
this seven-legged spider.
The seven-legged spider. Oh my gosh. I was so freaked out. You have no idea. It was awful. It was the size of my hand.
Was it like a tarantula type thing, or was it like
No, it was very spindly. It
very
was very,
okay, okay,
very spindly legged. It had bright colors like
okay.
this.
Well, that
I
would make sense as to why it could have fit under the, because I was picturing like a tarantula, but
No,
I
it
was like,
wasn't. It was not a thick boy. It was a spindly boy.
hmm.
And it was fast, man. It was so fast.
Oh, I
Oh,
bet it was.
oh gosh, it was so fast. Yeah, I just, oh gosh. Ooh, I'm getting the creeps. I need my tea. Oh gosh. So I was like, I'm gonna gas this thing, and pray to all that be that it is gone. Um, and then I never saw it again
Well,
un
good.
until
Oh no.
the last day.
It came out with vengeance for you.
I was packing to leave. And as I was putting my shoes on, I looked up. I did my final little sweep and I got my keys and I got my phone and I was taking my bag out the door and I looked up and looking down at me, I kid you not, over the door was a seven-legged spider watching over me. Just watching. And I made eye contact with it, and it slowly crawled to the side of the door, and I just got the heck out of that house,
Yeah.
never came back. I am not kidding. That happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. It's probably still there.
How long ago was
Waiting.
this?
That would have been now like 7 years now.
Yeah, I don't know how long spiders live for, especially that one, but
That one, well, I created an undead monster. So now it's gonna live forever. Gosh. Oh gosh. It was watching me pack. Oh gosh.
he was like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
better get out of
he's
here.
like, that's right. This is my house.
This is my house.
Gosh. I was so unsettled. I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going. Oh gosh. Awful. 10 out of 10 would not recommend.
No.
Gosh. Yep. I still gave the Airbnb really high reviews because the people,
Oh,
the people were so nice, but I just couldn't bring myself to tell anybody about the spider.
stay was nice. I had a bit of a run-in with a spider though.
With a zombie spider. Watch
This is
out.
one with 7 legs.
If you see him, don't make him upset.
Yeah.
Just sacrifice a child's soul every now and then and he'll be fine. Oh gosh. It was like that was a real thing that happened to me.
That's terrifying. That
Mhm.
is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. I probably really should have just like gone to a hotel and not created an undead zombie spider. You know, looking back for the safety of everyone involved.
Hmm.
But what can I say? I was broke. I was just a little baby college student.
Yeah.
It was what else could I do? So anyway, that's the largest spider I've ever had to defend myself from. Size of my hand.
I don't have anything near that.
That is okay. I wish I didn't have that story, but there we
I
are.
was thinking you were going to tell about the tarantula in Texas, but
Yeah, that used to be the biggest spider story I had, but now I have that
yeah,
one.
the Florida one.
Hmm.
Golly.
The seven-legged zombie spider.
I've
Yeah.
seen I've never seen, well, no, that's not true because like going to like the zoo and like, the aquarium and stuff, they have like
Oh, yeah.
the spiders that are that big. I'm like, I like them from a distance, like I'm like, I can look at you through like thick glass and be like, okay, you're kind of cool.
See, like in that kind of a setting, I'm still like ick. But
Yeah, it's still like ick, but I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool
but
though.
it's like I don't know, it's the I'm expecting it, so it's not a like ah,
And
you
not a
know.
surprise.
Yeah. It's almost like, well, I'm consenting to see this thing that I don't like, so I'm not panicked.
Right, right. And like,
Uh,
I know that we have tarantulas in like my area because like
yeah.
I've seen videos of them. I've just never come across like a giant spider like that unless it was like in, at the I went to San Diego and like, the zoo there and the aquarium
Yeah.
of, has them on display too
Yeah.
and whatnot. But
Yeah, the only time I've seen a tarantula in the wild, quote unquote, was in Texas.
yeah.
There was the one that got into the apartment. I wouldn't
Mhm.
call that in the wild because it was in the apartment.
It was in the apartment.
Yeah, that's not the wild. It got wild though. Um, but we did also see some like out and about
Mm.
actually in the wild. And we left them alone. We let them tarantula and they
Yep.
let us
Yep.
people. And
Yep.
that's what you should do. Like that's their environment. Like,
Yeah, like I'm like, if a spider's outside, like not
yeah.
bugging anybody, I'm like, you do your thing. I'll
Yeah.
respect the distance.
Yeah,
But
you
the
do
minute
you,
that
boo.
sucker comes into my house, I'm like, oh no, you best believe you're gonna see Jesus soon.
Well, I mean, I kind of feel like it would be like if a squirrel got in your house, you would want to get it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like anything. Like, yeah, it's not supposed to be in here. Like it's gonna
Mhm.
cause problems, so you get it out or you take it out. Like,
Yeah.
just like a mouse or anything else. Like, yeah,
Mm, yeah.
it's not supposed to be here. Uh, but yeah, so but they're icky.
Yeah. There's just something eerie about the eight legs. Like people who like spiders, I'm like, good for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like good for you that you
I am
whatever. But
fascinated by like the biology side of things, the science, like they are fascinating, but I
mhm.
can't like my aversion to them in the moment, like, yep, I am scared of spitters.
It's just like an uncanny vibe. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's
Hmm.
just like nothing should have eight legs that surround. I mean, octopi have,
That's
eight,
that's
but like
different though. They're like
it's different. Yeah,
mushy. It's a different part of my brain. Like
yeah, but like the
octopus or
eight legs
or
go around, and the fact that it like,
oh, that it's like skittery.
yeah,
Yeah. The erratic movement. It's not even like a gross, I'm gonna throw up. It's like a ah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, would you like to roll the dice?
I would love to. Again, I don't have a story to top that, so I better
No,
move
you're fine. You're
on.
fine. That's a tough one to top.
11.
11. Oh, have you ever been bitten by a spider that you know of? How bad was it? Do you know what kind it was?
Hmm. I never have, thankfully.
Oh, that's good.
I don't give them the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, that's good. That's smart. That's
you
probably
know?
for the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's probably for the best. Do you have a bad like bug bite story?
Um, no, I mean the only thing I've really been bitten by is like a
Like
mosquito.
mosquitoes. Yeah. You never got bit by a tick? You've never had a tick?
No, I've never had a tick.
Oh, wow. Wow. Look at
Thankfully.
you. You just don't taste good.
I don't. They don't want a piece of this.
Apparently not. That's fun.
I do have a story about my grandma getting bit by a spider though.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's all my stories I feel like are to people that I know.
There was this one guy I met on the street.
Yeah. But my grandma lives up in Idaho and they have
Uh-huh.
brown recluse spiders up there.
Oh
And
no.
those things are
They're
poisonous
bad.
and
Well, they're venomous.
venomous, yeah. Um,
Venomous.
venomous. Yeah, so she got bit, I was somewhere on her hand or something.
Oh no.
and she didn't really know what it was. Like because
Yeah.
she's got like giant, I say
Oh,
giant, it's not as big as that one, but
but like the size of a quarter
size of a
or like a
quarter or
silver
like a
dollar
silver
is
dollar.
still
Yeah.
big. That
Yeah.
is an unsettlingly large, especially if it's in your house. That's not good.
Yeah. I have so many stories to tell about her basement and spiders, but
Oh gosh, she
we don't
needs
have
to
that much time.
spray. That's so
She got it
unsafe.
revamped. The basement got renovated and everything, and never seen a
Okay,
spider since. But she
good.
got bit by one. She ended up going to her doctor. Says, I think this is a bug bite. I'm not sure what it is, and it ended up like like necrosing all over
Yeah.
her skin because that's what happens.
Yeah, it
Um,
like
and
their venom like digests stuff.
it
It's
yeah, it
gross.
digests you, like it eats away at your skin and it starts
Yeah.
to go. It's
Oh
nasty.
no.
And so like she got it all like taken care of, and I don't really know what they do to treat that for humans and whatnot.
Hmm.
But she ended up getting it like fixed, taken care of, and now she's fine. Never had a problem
I'm
since. But
sure she had to be on a lot of
she had to
medication
be
and
on a lot of
stuff.
like antibiotics and
Wow.
oh, I don't know, maybe some steroids. I don't know.
Yeah, gee whiz. Poor thing. That's really scary.
Yeah, it was really gross.
Yeah, they can be really dangerous if you get bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't do that, kids. Don't get bit by spitters.
Don't do bugs, kids.
Don't do bugs. Ah, don't do bugs. Yeah, probably don't.
Yeah,
Probably don't.
I don't have any fun, crazy stories other than like mosquito bites. I've never been bit by a snake either.
That's good. Also kind of same vibes. Don't get bit by snakes. I don't think I've ever been bit by a spider that I know of. Um, and I'm pretty darn good about using bug spray and stuff so that I don't
Yeah,
get eaten alive by mosquitoes. Alrighty, well, I think we probably have time for one more creepy crawly question.
maybe go for it.
16. I guess my dice forgive me. Ooh. Why do you think that spiders or bugs are scary? We've kind of briefly talked about this. Is it the extra eyes? Is it the way they move? Is it their legs? What do you think? Hmm. I feel like it's a combination of things, and I think it's also, I've like heard it said kind of taps into our like primal instincts with stuff too. And I think it depends on people's experiences also, like you talked about, like with your moth experience. And I don't know if you were kind of icked out by moths before that, and then that just kind of like sealed the deal for you. But like the erratic movement of spiders is like a big turn off. And like a lot of bugs have this like fast erratic movement.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the uncanny, like it has too many legs, it has too many eyes, it doesn't look normal. Even though like yeah, they're really common, but they're so small most of the time that we don't really pay attention to what it really looks like. And it moves fast, so we can't really focus on it. So it's like, oh, is that a threat? I don't know. So I better like react, you know? Um, a lot of our fears are that quick, rapid, like instinctual fear that taps into the like, I don't know what it is, I don't know what it could be, so I better react to it as if it were a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Because then if you give yourself enough time to think about it, then it probably isn't a threat. But if it were a threat and you gave yourself enough time to really think about it, it might have hurt you by then,
Yeah.
you know? So it's a weird like psychology thing.
I would definitely love to look into this, like the study of that, of like, because like we have a phobia named after the fear of spider, arachnophobia,
Yeah, and
because
there's
that
others
many,
too. That
and there's
one's like
others
well
too, but
known, but
that
yeah.
many people have this innate fear of spiders and like a phobia of them.
Yeah,
Like I
like a
definitely would
full-blown phobia.
full blown like there's people that are but like the arachnophobia people like
Yeah.
are terrified.
Yeah.
Like my
Like they
sister-in-law
yeah.
has arachnophobia and she like can't even like she like will scream and like gag when she sees a spider. It's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, usually when it goes from just like a fear, right? If somebody who has like a true phobia of like a spider, if they even see like the Halloween decoration spider, they can't go near it.
Yeah,
And they
that's
can't
true.
see
Yeah.
it. Like it's
Yeah.
that level of they're going to react to it as if it were real and if it really was threatening them, you know? It can be debilitating because it's so much more of an overreaction.
Yeah. I wonder if size comes into play too, like the size of the spider. Um, because for me, like I kind of dove into this a little bit earlier
Yeah.
about like big spiders, like the tarantulas and everything, and like the thick ones.
Yeah.
I'm okay with those. Like I if I saw one, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool, you know? And like
Hmm.
I think spiders are fascinating um from a distance, you know, but like the tiny ones, the creepy crawly ones that are on your house, on your walls and everything, like those ones are the ones that get me. And I feel like it has to do with size for me, you know,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
like how quick they can scurry
Yeah.
and move and
Yeah.
so at least I don't know if that's a legit thing, but that's how it is for me at least.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, a lot of it for me is, yeah, like if it's not so much with, well, okay. Honestly, like if it's teeny tiny, it doesn't necessarily bother me at all. And like I'm thinking of it from a standpoint of like if it's in my house, can I deal with it? Will I be okay?
yeah.
If it's teeny tiny, yeah, like shoe, smush, whatever, I'm good to go. But like if it's big, like the one that was the size of my hand,
Yeah.
now I'm contemplating leaving the state, right?
Yeah.
Right? Even if it's not moving, right? When I
Yeah.
first encountered that one in the shower, it wasn't even moving, but it was the size of my hand. So it's just like size size definitely matters. But
You're good.
it yeah, it's also did it is it in my space or am I in its space?
Yeah.
Did it surprise me or did it not? Um Yeah, but like when you boil it down, what makes the spider scary? Like
Yeah.
I don't like what makes the spider scary versus what makes like a dog scary.
Yeah.
Because like finding a dog in your space is like, oh, it's a dog. Like maybe it's an aggressive dog, but like you're not immediately going to be like, "Oh no, a dog."
hmm
Versus oh no, a spider, right? Like
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like oh no, a wasp, right? Like you react to that way differently. Like maybe you learn, oh, this dog is a jerk and it's gonna try to bite my ankles or whatever. But but if it's a wasp, you're immediately always gonna be like, freaking wasps, we're gonna have to deal with this
hmm
every time, right?
hmm
Right?
hmm
So like it's just interesting. It's just so interesting because there's something about it being a wasp or a spider or a moth or something like that that makes that bad and scary and a dog not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's again,
Yeah.
I think that would be an interesting topic to like research or look into about like what makes bugs scary to people and you know,
Yeah.
especially spiders and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think like some of the things we touched on, like the erratic movement, like size
Move, size,
sometimes,
movement.
like the uncanny anatomy, things like that. But also there's, I think somewhere in our little lizard brain, just this ingrained, you need to be scared of this thing that's just like there for whatever reason.
hmm
It's like so common.
Well, do you think part of it could be like how kids they're when they're young, they're still learning things.
Yeah.
I wonder if they get some of that from their parents. Like if they
Yeah,
watch
like
their
the
parents
nature
interact with
versus
the spider.
nurture. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because like
Like you'd think,
I've seen like kids walk up to spiders and pick them up, and then like
yep.
parents come in and like, oh no, don't touch that, don't touch that. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I think there is a huge component of the nature versus nurture thing of like they might you might have a kid that has an initial hesitation with any kind of new stuff, but they're
Hmm.
still curious and so they're still gonna like it's a hot stove, kid doesn't know, puts hand on it
Hmm.
versus it's a bee, kid doesn't know, puts hand on it,
Hmm.
right? Like
Yeah.
we all have probably done that as a kid, and usually your first I got stung by a bee story was when you were like a toddler or whatever, and you
Hmm.
picked up the bee or whatever. And like, yeah, so yeah, there's a learned reaction to certain things,
Hmm. Yeah, for sure.
I think. So maybe in some cultures
Hmm.
that would see certain bugs or spiders or things as more positive or negative, you would have less of a uh, likelihood to be afraid of them based on the reaction of your parents.
Yeah, because I've seen there was a gentleman that I used to work with that was not afraid of spiders, and his kids even like he had videos of his kids like picking up spiders and like putting them outside and like free handling them, and
Hmm.
like he's such a calm natured dude, like he's so
Yeah.
chill. And so like obviously it looked like he'd been teaching his kids like, hey, these are, you know this is what,
Living and be
but like they're
respectful.
living creatures, we don't need to kill them when they're inside, like, and he kind of taught them that. And so that's why I think, kind of a.
Yeah. Which is so beautiful, like a beautiful way to approach just living things in general. Like be safe. Don't pick up a black widow, but
Yeah.
like with your bare hands.
Right.
But especially if you're a toddler. But be willing to recognize that this black widow can fulfill a good purpose if it's out in the woods
Absolutely.
versus
Mhm.
in your cupboard, you know. I think that's a beautiful way to approach life. Um, yeah. 'Cause like would I have loved to be able to calmly just like have a Tupperware that I put the hand-sized spider into
Mhm.
and release the hand-sized spider into the great into the out now? So that I wouldn't be haunted by a seven-legged hand-sized zombie spider for the rest of my life? Uh, Yes, I think both me and the seven-legged zombie hand-sized spider would have appreciated that.
Just wondering how it got in the house in the first place.
Well, it did demonstrate its ability to like underneath a
True.
small space, but
True.
it was clearly in the house, maybe like stuck in the house. So it maybe would have appreciated being released into. There were so many bugs. It's Florida. There was so much more food for it outside.
Outside.
So maybe it was wanting to be released, and I
Maybe
instead,
that's why it was by the door when you were leaving.
it was like, hey, could you open the,
Oh,
no? Okay,
bye.
bye. Um, maybe it was just asking to be released, and I was just like, crap, 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 crap. And that's on me, that's on me. And I'm sorry, but I am, as I've demonstrated, uh, afraid of the hand-sized seven-legged zombie spider.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, I don't know if there would have been a Tupperware big enough for me to like, whoop, and there's no way that, oh gosh, I don't know if we went back and raised Katie differently, if she would have still put it on my hand. Oh gosh. Whew, I don't know if we could do that. Oh gosh, I don't know if we could do that.
I've definitely like some spiders that are in the house. Like I've done the whole Tupperware thing and like let them outside, but
I've not.
I usually get a piece of paper and I like put it on top and I put the paper underneath. And like
Yeah.
I had my hand on the paper, which is terrifying.
Oh gosh. I've done the technique of I'm gonna trap you under a cup
Hmm.
to spiders and to wasps.
No, wasps, I'm like, not
Um
taking any chances.
but usually when I've done that, I've done the I'm gonna trap you under a cup and then you leave the cup there forever.
Just slowly suffocate these creatures.
Well, it's not airtight, so they just starve. But here's the thing, it takes a really long time. So usually what ends up happening is I had to work up a lot of courage to the cup.
Hmm.
So in a couple days, if it takes that long, or maybe usually a couple hours, I then come back with the like spray can of some kind of cleaner that I like really quick just underneath.
Yeah.
Um, if it's a wasp, I'm usually in search of a shoe because
Yeah.
wasps are they're ready to murder you the minute that they see you. They're
Oh, they
like
will seek after you.
they're
Like
nasty.
they hold grudges.
Though I have attempted to rescue wasps sometimes in the Great Out now, you know. I do feel bad for them. They're still, they're akin to bees and I feel deeply in the heart of my heart the plight of the bees and so I have
I love
attempted to
honeybees.
yeah, I've attempted to rescue wasps in the same way that I've rescued bumblebees and honeybees and things like that. You know, when they've gotten exhausted and they're on a hot road or something, I've gotten them into the grass or something like that.
Yeah.
Because they're getting fried. So I'm like, well, you're not in a state where you can come after me anyway. So yeah.
I just finished the job with the wasp. You're on a
Like,
you're
screw
fine on the
you.
road. No, you're gonna
Yeah.
die anyway. So
Yeah. I just it's I want the bees to live and it's like maybe evolution will turn you into a bee one day. I don't know. Uh yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if Katie had been if I'd been raised differently if I would have the courage to handle a spider. I've thought about it and I don't know if I could ever do that. I just don't know. I don't know.
and that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm glad. Thank you. Well, this has been great, Erin. Thank you so much for being willing to come on and talk about all
You're
these
absolutely
creepy things.
welcome. I always love coming on the podcast and talking. It's such a good time.
Oh, I appreciate it. Hopefully, I didn't get too yucked out by all the
No,
creepy
definitely
crawly
not.
bugs.
Definitely not. Had some great stories to share today. So,
Yeah, we did. But this is all we have time to talk about today, guys. But we'll talk at you later. Thank you for listening to Some Good Tea. If you've liked what you've heard, go ahead and follow us on Instagram and Facebook and give us a like. Share us with your friends and family and check out our website, somegoodtea.com. There you can also find the descriptions of each episode as well as the teas that we drink at each episode. You'll be able to learn how to brew them yourself and be able to share them more easily with your friends and family. As always, we are not a sponsor of these teas. We just want to be able to share our passion for brewing and drinking tea more easily with our friends and listeners like you. We have grown because of you, and so we appreciate your continuing support. As always, thank you, and we will talk